Hello again everybody and welcome back to ForgeCraft the Modpack with TechnoJock. This time I'm going to do my utmost not to run over. We'll try and keep it to a half-hour reasonable length episode this time. When I last left you just a couple of minutes ago in my time, probably a little bit longer in your time, we just learnt diamonds. So we're in a great place now with diamonds. See, we have a few, and what I'd like to do is build a quarry, and that way we will have plenty of resources to be able to do what we want to do in the future. However, what I was going to be doing was I was going to be getting rid of some of the ores that I've got at the moment and melting them down and whatnot, and I just discovered that I've got blood in my smeltery, which was really annoying because I'd made pains of lighting it up and doing it tall so nothing would fall in, and yeah, I've got some blood in there and it's just blocking things up, which is going to be really annoying because it's just going to get in the way. So I thought I would quickly do something to ensure that that doesn't bother me ever again in the future. So what I've done is I've got myself a trash can and a bucket. This is a new thing that I hadn't seen before. This is trash can for fluids. And then I'm going to put that there, those there, and these here, and make myself a Steve's Factory Manager inventory manager, and pop it right behind there with that next to it, because I should be able to quickly go, if I take an input from, oh, I can't do that. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was going to try and do it that I could take from there and put it into the trash can. Maybe if I take that out, maybe if I do it from there, can that might work. White list, blood. It's going to be. Don't know if that's going to work. I think it's that kind of blood. Shall we try all kinds of blood? Is there any more? There's 500 and something of them. Okay, let's see if that one works first. Let's do a trigger. Take any blood from there and we'll just put it into, put this underneath. And that goes, oh no. Ah, that's why. I'm being silly. It's not an input I'm needing. Liquid input. Oh. Should we try that again? Sorry, folks. Let's put that there. We'll put the liquid trash can below it. And we'll go one trigger there, one liquid input, tank, smeltery drain, liquids, white list, blood, and we'll put blood and blood just in case it's either of those two, and we'll put a liquid output to the trash can. So that goes to that, goes to that, goes to that. Let's tidy it up a little bit. And what do we have in here? We've still got blood, but I think once that gets down to the bottom, if I put that in the bottom, 40 millibuckets of blood. I'm sure there was more in there previously. Input, liquids, white list. It doesn't matter how much. It should just put it all into there. Well, that's irksome. Okay. Change of plan. Perhaps I can just do a liquiduct into there that is set to blood. That might work. Yellorium we will use later on. We might well make a big reactor, but one of the things I do want to do for the industrial craft machines is make some thermoelectric generators, some radioisotope thermoelectric generators. They are pretty good because they never ever run out of fuel. So that would be good for them. And yeah, so Botania. let's make a start on Botania. Let's get some cobble. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, because we need to make some slabs. Let's do that. And boop, boop. And we need to go like that, and like that, and get ourselves a petal. Just one petal. I did have some in here. Yeah, there we go. Make ourselves our petal apothecary. Let's go and pop this down outside. Because I think putting it there would be good. Front and center. Yeah, that looks good. Like that. And let's get ourselves our bucket of water. Pop that in there just now. Okay, we already had a bucket of water, and we want to make ourselves a pure daisy, which will be 2 worth of that, and I need to get some seeds. To pop in there. And one pure daisy. Okay, so pure daisy can go, I think, there. Yep. Pure daisy can go there, and we'll get ourselves some wood and some stone. So we need 5 stone for making a 1 mana pool, but we'll need a second one to be able to make a from the dilute to the normal mana pool, and then we need a further 5 for runic altar, but we probably won't actually be able to do that just now, so let's leave that at the moment. But wood, we need to be able to make 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for making a mana spreader, and I'll need gold, and I'll need another petal. I'm going to make myself another crafting bench for out there as well. And put that out there, and I'll get the petal for the mana spreader. Like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the first mana pool. Put those down there. Get this. I'll put it there. Do I want the small size one? I want the small size one. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's just wait for these to do. Actually, rather than wait for those to do, let's make ourselves the Lexica Botania, and let's start getting some day blooms on the go, because we're going to need them anytime soon. So we need a sapling. Any sapling will do. We need a book to make the Lexica Botania with, and we'll need some more seeds. So if I get myself a stack of seeds, and I'll keep them out there. Yep. And if I get myself a chest to put out there as well. That'd be sensible, wouldn't it? Yeah. Chest, like that. Yep. 1 sapling and a book, Lexica Botania, seeds there, that's fine. And what is it? Basics. We want generating flora day bloom. Okay, we need 2 yellow, a blue, and an orange. A light blue, rather, and an orange. 2 yellow, light blue, and orange. Day blooms, if you think about it, they're actually quite sensible in the colours, because if you think day suggests the sky and the sun, and yellow for the sky, and orange for the, or yellow for the sun, and orange for the sun, and blue for the sky. That's how I remember it, a sort of way of doing things that way. So we'll be able to have, how many? So we can have 4. We've got sufficient for 4. Oh, and this stuff has done. So and do some more of that, more of that. Like that. Okay, and I need the bucket of water. I need to go 2 of them, 1 of them, 1 of them. Oh, I need the seeds from here. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. I need to get more water. Rather frustrating. Okay, so 2, 1, 1 seed. 2, 1, 1 seed. And that, and 2, 1, 1 seed. So that gives us our 4 day blooms. It's not going to be very much, but it will be sufficient in just a few minutes, because we're not going to stick with day blooms for very long, funnily enough. Okay, so we need 1 mana spreader. Can never remember which way around those go. There we go. Mana spreader. Let's get some of those off to one side. Let's make 2 diluted mana pools. And I always put it 1 further away, because what we're going to do is, once this actually starts generating some mana, I'll put it into here, but it doesn't. This doesn't hold very much at all. You need to upgrade. As you can see, the tooltip suggests putting the diluted mana pool into here, and you'll get a mana pool out. It's got the red cross at the moment because we don't have any mana to do that with, but the day blooms will be generating a little bit of mana just now. We need to get some more wood and put it down so we can make ourselves a wand of the forest, which is the sort of tool to be able to tell whatever is going on in Botania. So we need some more wood. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going around it. Now, how many do we need? We need to make... why don't we just get a big... why don't we just get a stack of wood and we can keep it there? That would be sensible, wouldn't it? Okay, 2 stacks of wood, why not? And then let's go and get ourselves some stone and do the same thing. In fact, 2 stacks of stone. Right. That'll work. So at the moment we don't need any more stone, we need wood. And this bit actually, come to think of it. Oh, it's raining. How unpleasant. I really must put a lid on this place at some point. But I'm not quite sure what to do about a roof on here, whether I want to have another layer, you know, put another floor up there and then have another layer and then put the roof on it. I'm toying with a couple of different ideas there, so we will leave it just now and see how we get on. So how are we doing here? We don't appear to be doing very much here. Don't know if the rain's stopping it from generating. I hope not. Okay, so we need 2 of those. I could shift my other flowers over whilst I'm waiting as well. Oh, come on, just go away. Oh. Go on, go on. You're not welcome here, and nor are you, and nor are you. You're all unwelcome here. Gosh. Right, let's get these, that. Anything else? Nope. Oh, those. Yep, that should do us. And we can pop those in there. We need to make all these into petals. Petals. Put the petals into there. That's made into that. Now we need to make sticks. 2 and 3 of those. 1, 2, 3 sticks, and we've got plenty purple ones at the moment, and they're not used for a huge amount that I can think of off the top of my head, but let's have a look. So, 1 diluted mana pool. This is... Oh! And let's bind that there. They didn't get bound. When I put this down, I thought I was going to bind them to the mana spreader, but clearly not. And that's bound there. That's bound there. Right, they're now bound to that mana spreader. There we go, and they're emptying into that. Well, that's a bit of a schoolboy error. I had them out early so I could get some mana whilst I was doing some stuff, and it kind of backfired on me. Okay. Need this to go away. Okay, that's us starting on Botania just now. So I'm going to see if I can get this diluted mana pool made up to a normal mana pool, and we'll be right back. Okay, we've managed to get some mana. It doesn't take too long to be able to get enough mana for this. It just takes 2 sort of bursts from a mana spreader. As you can see, it's about to do another one. You can see it goes up very slowly with 4, but I think it's just about to do another burst. In a moment now. In a moment now. Come on. Yeah, you got a whack. There we go. And yeah, you can see that we can now do that. So we have a proper mana pool. What I will need to do is I want to get that last little bit of mana out of there, because as you can tell, mana is pretty short supply at the moment, so we don't want to waste any by breaking that one. So we'll do that. However, we need to get some better mana generation going for this, so we have a look in here, we can see the next sort of step up is going to be our endoflame. We don't have bees at the moment. Might look into that for those knowledge fragments later on, but our endoflame is what we're going to need, and it burns things like coal and planks and things like that. So anything that burns and doesn't leave a residue. So you can't use mana buckets. Can't use lava buckets rather, because they leave the bucket behind. So, but blaze rods work as well, things like that. So we need light grey petals, brown petals, and red petals. We need some mana for making the mana brown and red ones. So I don't really have much in the way of those. In fact, I don't think I have any. So we need red, brown, and light grey. So let's go into blaze form, since it's not raining, and go and find some mana petals, or go and find some petals. Here's some red flowers. Oh, come on. I did go underneath the house and block up that bit where, or light up that bit where the spiders are spawning. It's actually part of the cave network from over here that reaches over. So it's fairly extensive. There's loads of red flowers over there. I would quite like to get quite a few of these if I can. You need shears to be able to get the tall mystical flowers, by the way. These ones you can just break normally, but if you do that with the tall ones, they just break and disappear. You don't get anything from them. So you need to do shears for those ones, and then when you put them in the crafting grid, you get 4 petals rather than the 2 you get from the short ones. But I'm not... no, I don't have any shears on me at the moment. And to be perfectly honest, it's not worth me going back and getting them. So I need light grey and brown. Brown should be relatively easy to spot. Light grey could be a little bit trickier. But we'll keep an eye open. Oh, these slimes, the noise. Okay, I'm going to go have a look around and see if I can get these flowers, and then we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're back at base, and we've done a reasonably well on the flowers. So we've got, let's see, how many have we got? There's the red ones as well. We've got easily enough for 10. Because if we have a look at this again, we need 2 brown and 2 red and 1 light grey per each one. We'll never have enough mana for that at the moment, but yeah, we can do that. So let's clear out some of this. Put that there. Don't need torches at the moment. Don't need that just now. That just now. So we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I say, we're never going to have enough mana for all this, because we need to... In fact, let's just do that just now. Let's see how far we get with this. Okay, right. Let's just make one just now, and we'll start using it. And then between episodes, because I'm just noticing the time, between episodes I'll upgrade the system with more of these endoflames, and I'll make another mana spreader and pop it next to this, and we'll spread this back into the other mana pool there, and we won't waste any, and that'll be fine. So we'll get some endoflame set up, and we'll get a decent amount of mana, and we'll come back and do the next stage. So bye bye. Ooh, I must remember and change back before it starts raining. Bye folks, see you next time.